Batwoman number 4, Margaret Bennett and James Tynion the fourth on the writing and Steve Epting on art. This ended up being the finale of this opening arc, The Many Arms of Death, which basically concludes with a giant fight between Batwoman and Knife in the sort of catacombs of the island, as all the sort of the warlords sort of make sure that the actual bombs can't go off with an EMP and whatnot. Which leads to probably my favourite sequence in the book, which is when the lights all go out and there's no lighting anymore, and it's mid fight, and Batwoman's like, "You have no idea how dark I can get," and then the art is it like all goes dark.
It's fantastic. The art is incredible. I mean, we always say that with this book, because Epting is fantastic, but that page where she's like, "I was forged by fire," and it all comes in is just incredible.
Yeah, she lights everything around her on fire to sort of make her point more dramatic.
Hey, we know the Bat family like their theatrics.
They do. We open with a little bit of teasing from the creepy twins about their boss, and kind of, I'm still, obviously at the end it's even more heavily implied, but like I've been saying from the start, Sophia is the head honcho of all this. Yeah. Well, it turns out maybe not the corporation though. It turns out, because the corporation seems to be working for the Many Arms of Death, I think Sophia is now the head of the Many Arms of Death.
She is the chief arm.
Yes. Or the head.
Maybe.
The head that controls all the arms.
And maybe she's the body in the centre.
But we get a little bit of Knife's backstory. We see her in different locations, different time periods, and that she was really close with Sophia, and then it was basically jealousy with Kate coming in. And she calls it that red creature came in like a skulking fox. I mean,
some strong language there.
Yeah, full on jealousy. Aye. Red creature.
Yeah.
I'm talking about you.
Yeah, I know you were. Choosing not to acknowledge it.
Yeah, nah. I really can't get over how good that fight in the dark is, though. It's really, really great stuff. Which is the bulk of the issue, and we kind of, obviously there's some interesting tease at the end. She kind of wins the fight, but Knife kind of goes away and was like, "Yeah, there's many arms of death. I'm going to go and like, because even though they've beaten the corporation and they've kept the island, this many arms of death are going to keep coming. They're going to come back stronger." And that's kind of setting up the main foe for the book, sort of on a larger scale for a long time. So, that's pretty cool. Kate owns the bar, the Rose, or whatever it's called, Desert Rose, and she gives it over to one of the warlords to run because she can't stay here. She's got Batwoman to go off and do. Interestingly, Julia does not approve of one of her EMPs being handed over to crime lords, and I mean, Kate kind of jokes, "You're not going to tell Batman about all this stuff, are you?" But we do see that she is actually in communication, presumably with Batman, because she says to him, and this is all text, she's like typing it to someone, she didn't kill, but the allies she's chosen are professional killers, warlords and tyrants, criminals. Permission to initiate Plan B. So Julia is spying on Batwoman for Batman.
Yeah.
Make sure
that's the assumption.
That's the assumption, at least at this point. She's reporting back to him with... I guess it's maybe just a sign that Batman doesn't fully trust her to operate under his code.
If it's not Batman, it's Alfred.
Yeah, it could be true.
I could see that. Because, like Alfred has this whole thing where he just cares about the whole family.
Yeah.
Well, and I feel like Bruce would be maybe a little bit more disinterested. He's like, no, Kate can do her own thing, because she always has.
What is Plan B, though, I wonder?
That's a good question. I also want to call up this stupid as shit monitor again. and also the fact that it's so stupid that they know it's stupid that they've got regular monitors underneath it.
Go on, explain just for people who don't remember what is stupid about the monitor.
It's a stupid bat. Just have a regular shape. That you can't see normal stuff on that thing. It's just, it's irritating.
It's pretty funny. We get a final page again teasing who the lead of this Many Arms of Death are. And we just see the roses, which implies that it probably is Sophia, but with no confirmation.
It is, but my thing is the way they keep her in shadows and they hide it, but they're like, this was my message with the rose, and it feels like maybe they're swerving it because
because before when I was predicting it, it was kind of like, they've not actually told us anything. I'm just making that prediction because it seems like the obvious thing to do. Whereas now they're actually teasing it, makes me think, maybe it's going to be a swerve.
Yeah, I'm wondering if this is someone else who knows about her and is like, I'm using this rose to lure her out because she thinks that's what'll work.
Yeah, maybe.
But it's not actually Sophia. I don't know. I just feel like it was strange to keep her in shadows when it feels that obvious.
Yeah. Batwoman's really good though. Like, I'm really enjoying the
is.
plot. The art's fantastic. So far, it's really turned into a nice, solid keeper.
Absolutely, it's been fantastic.
So, no, I recommend it.